Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Thursday, September 8th, 2016, around 7:12 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's going to be a sunny day out after this fog burns, and the humidity will be coming back. Going to be close to 90, and tomorrow more of the same, getting down to the nitty-gritty with summer. It's still officially summer. Some news to report: Boston Red Sox beat the San Diego Padres by the score of 7-2, and the Red Sox are in sole possession of first place in the American League East because the Toronto Blue Jays lost. Also, it's the Hudson Valley Renegades beat the Lowell Spinners by a score of 6-5 in Game 1 of the playoffs. The Hudson Valley Renegades are up 1-0 in the series. Mike Fisher is going to be named new captain of the Nashville Predators. It's Happy World Physical Therapy Day. And 50 years ago today, the classic TV sci-fi series Star Trek made its debut on NBC. Decades today, the digital over-the-air network will be having a Star Trek Day. Plus other networks are going to have like Star Trek mention. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission is to seek out life, and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before. The Star Trek theme. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog of the day is about the professional wrestling tag team, The Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian. The Warlord and the Barbarian were one of the most famous tag teams in professional wrestling history, and they still team on occasion in the independent scene. Background on the Powers of Pain: they were formed in late 1987 in Jim Crockett Promotions, the NWA, Mid-Atlantic territory, and both the Barbarian and the Warlord were managed by Mr. One, Paul Jones, and the Barbarian was with Mid-Atlantic for so many years, managed by Paul Jones, and the Warlord was with Mid-Atlantic as well, but he was in a lesser role, and the Barbarian had face paint, and soon the Warlord had face paint, and their styles were similar to the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, and a lot of people thought the Powers of Pain were a Road Warriors ripoff. And the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and the Barbarian immediately feuded with the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, and they had a major angle in a TV taping when the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, challenged Hawk and Animal to a weightlifting competition, and the Powers of Pain lifted weights, but the Road Warriors lifted even better weights, and there was an angle where the Powers of Pain, Warlord, and the Barbarian with Ivan Koloff attacked Road Warrior Animal with one of the weights, hit it in his eye. Road Warrior Animal needed surgery on that eye legitimately because it was a storyline because he injured it during a match. And that knocked the Road Warriors out of action for a while. And then the Powers of Pain and Ivan Koloff won the NWA World Six-Man Tag Team titles by beating Road Warrior Hawk, Prestige Paul Ellering, and Dusty Rhodes in a match, which, like the Powers of Pain, I think the Warlord pinned Prestige Paul Ellering, and they became the new World Six-Man Tag Team Championships. And the Powers of Pain was saying that they broke up the World Warriors on television, but like the Road Warriors came back. Like Animal wore a protective mask. They had a barbed wire match at the first ever Clash of Champions. The Powers of Pain and Ivan Koloff against the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes. It was brutal, that match, and there was plans for the Road Warriors to face off against the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian at the Great American Bash 1988 in a lot of scaffold matches, but the Warlord and the Barbarian were kind of afraid of going on the scaffold. That's what the storyline said, but in reality they were negotiating a deal to go to the recognized leader of sports entertainment, the WWE. The Warlord and the Barbarian gave quick notice that they were leaving Jim Crockett Promotions, and they entered the WWE. The Powers of Pain and Ivan Koloff were still World Six-Man Tag Team titles, but they were stripped of it when the Powers of Pain bolted for the WWE. And the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, made a debut at a house show in Indiana in June of 1988, and they immediately feuded with Demolition, Axe, and Smash. And the Powers of Pain was managed when they came to the WWE by Tito Santana. And a lot of fans in the WWE thought the Powers of Pain were the Road Warriors. Powers of Pain were faces. They made a television debut, and they had all the heel managers of the WWE scouting them, but they were faces. At SummerSlam 1988, the first SummerSlam, the Powers of Pain beat the Bolsheviks, which was Nikolai Volkov and Boris Zukov, easily, and the Powers of Pain had a manager, the Baron. It was Baron Von Raschke, and Von Raschke had a hood, and you couldn't see his face, but it was Baron Von Raschke. But that was short-lived, because in Survivor Series 1988, in the 10-man tag team elimination match, 10 tag team elimination match, it was the infamous double switch. It was the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and the Barbarian turning heel after Mr. Fuji turned on the Demolition. Demolition was getting face pops big time, even though they were heels, so that the face turn was inevitable, and the Powers of Pain just turned heel, helped Mr. Fuji, and they beat the Conquistadors with Fuji's help to be the sole survivors of that 10 tag team elimination match. And then Demolition come down, and then they fight the Powers of Pain, and they have a long-running feud over the WWE Tag Team Championships, which culminated at WrestleMania 5 when it was a handicap tag team match for the WWE titles. It was the Powers of Pain and Mr. Fuji facing off against Demolition. Demolition won when they did the decapitation to Mr. Fuji. Surprised. And after that, the Powers of Pain was basically kind of like a jobber to the Stars tag team, losing to the Rockers and even the Bushwhackers. Whoa, yeah. just kind of a little bit of a waste of talent. In like early 1990, the Powers of Pain was split up because Mr. Fuji brought in another tag team. It was the Orient Express and the Powers of Pain. Mr. Fuji sold Warlord's contract to the Doctor of Style Slick, and he sold the Barbarian's contract to Bobby the Brain Heenan, and the Warlord and the Barbarian got gimmick changes. The Barbarian became like kind of really a barbarian, kind of from the movie Conan the Barbarian, and the Warlord became kind of a muscle bound wrestler with a half mask like the Phantom of the Opera, and a threat something with like a Warlord wand. Both of them were supposed to get major pushes in singles action, but they were just mid-card wrestlers. The last match in the WWE that the Powers of Pain teamed together as a regular tag team was a house show in Philadelphia. They lost to Hulk Hogan and the Big Boss Man, but they made one other appearance as a tag team, not like a reunion. It was just kind of a makeshift tag team at Boston Garden on January 18th, 1992, when they lost to the New Foundation, Owen Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Like in spring of 1992, both the Warlord and the Barbarian were released from the WWE during this annual spring cleaning of releasing talent and wishing them future endeavors. They always do that around WrestleMania time. And then the Powers of Pain were reunited, and they wrestled in several independent organizations. They were actually managed at one independent show by Sonny Blaze, who was actually a preliminary wrestler on WWE, a jobber to the stars. Sonny Blaze probably did some television jobs to the Warlord on the Barbarian on television. That's pretty funny. And later on in 1995, the Warlord and the Barbarian came to WCW, but they were put under Hood's mask, and they were called the Super Assassins, managed by Colonel Rob Parker. They just won consistently on Worldwide, but they were basically a jobber to the stars tag team. And in 2004, the Powers of Pain did a shoot interview with RF Video, which is pretty good. They've been wrestling independents ever since, even feuding with Demolition and the independent scene. And they have an energy drink that they came out with through Gladiator Wrestling Federation. And in 2016, the Warlord and the Barbarian sued WWE because of concussion, so you will never see the Powers of Pain inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame anytime soon. The Powers of Pain were kind of like a little bit of a Road Warriors ripoff, and I'm very surprised they never won a tag team title in the WWE or NWA, because they just had they were a power team, and I'm very surprised. But those things happen in wrestling. And I'll be back later on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about my take on fantasy sports, and the third and final video blog of the night will be about my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile will be about Good Day, Dallas, Fox 4 co-anchor Long Prisbel, who used to work for WHCA's Channel 7 Boston. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCLX and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Amy Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 is a cougar. She's got the best legs in New York City. And Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. And in the words of Charlotte, you get out by now.